Hello, friends! Every day, something strange can happen anywhere and at any time, and today's story proves that. Watch till the end, it will be interesting. This incident occurred with firefighters in Boveny Lock, Buckinghamshire, England. A woman called them. She had lost her dog and she was afraid that the animal might be underground. Everyone thought she was crazy because they could not imagine how a dog could be there. But everything changed when one of them heard strange sounds in the drainage pipe. Everything started as something incredible, and it turned into a dramatic salvation story. Once, Gina Kaiser, as usual, took her Jack Russell Terrier named Lulu for a walk. They were walking along the paths of Boveny Castle in the civil parish of Dorney. In the parking lot area, Lulu dived down somewhere. Her barking rang out, then stopped. The woman went downstairs and saw a piece of drainage pipe sticking out of the ground, laid for the outflow of water. The entrance to it was not blocked by anything. The width was not great. She screamed inside and heard the dull barking of a dog. The owner was shocked. No matter how long she called her dog, she could hear from the sounds and whimpering that despite all her attempts, Lulu would not be able to get out. The woman was in tears. She called the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. They tried to calm her down. Then they said that if the owner hears the dog barking, then Lulu herself will find a way out of the drainage pipe. And nobody came. On the fourth day, the woman could not wait anymore. She decided to do a serious and expensive action, to call JCB and to order a heavy excavator at her own expense to dig the ground around the pipe and pull the dog out. Fortunately, she was talking to a passerby and he decided to help her. The man called the local fire department, told them that the hungry dog had been under the ground for 4 days and asked for help. He said that the dog is unlikely to live another day without food and maybe even without water. A team of 5 rescuers arrived. They had cutting equipment, shovels adapted for digging wide holes, and a small excavator. They asked Gina to show them the place where she heard the dog whimpering, but everything was quiet. They could not dig anywhere because they could hurt the dog. However, when the woman called her pet several times, one of the firefighters finally heard a strange noise from the drainage pipe and they immediately took action. They removed the top layer of asphalt and dug a hole with their excavator. After that, a pipe appeared and firefighters started digging themselves. In order not to frighten or injure the dog, rescuers began to cut a hole not directly above the animal, but somewhat further away. When part of the pipe was removed, everyone tried to activate the dog for action, but she did not understand that she needed to crawl back. Then the thinnest member of the team climbed into the pipe himself. He grabbed the dog by the hind legs, his colleagues pulled him, and the dog was finally pulled out. The operation of rescuing the animal took 6 hours. The dog's paws were worn out. She was actively scratching the pipe to try to get out. When the rescuer pulled the dog out, he noticed that a thin stream of water was flowing through the pipe. The dog had lapped it a bit, and therefore she looked more or less okay. With tears in her eyes, the owner immediately took her pet as if she was afraid that her dog would suddenly disappear. But Lulu did not even think to break free. She was looking forward to the way home and a delicious dinner. Mrs. Kaiser thanked the firefighters with all her heart, and she said that they saved her dog, who had been living with her for 5 years. She described the rescuers' actions as brilliant. The fire department manager told the media that Royal Security for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals usually handles such operations. If necessary, the technicians call them, but there the situation had lasted for several days and the dog could have died of hunger and thirst. At the same time, if you drive a large construction excavator, the builder could be mistaken and he could accidentally kill the dog with the huge bucket teeth. "We are glad the story had a happy ending," the firefighters said. To prevent this from happening again, they blocked the pipe entrances with a grid with small cells. Now animal owners have a guarantee that they would not get into trouble. Gina Kaiser said that in order to avoid such incidents, she will no longer let her terrier off the leash outside the house. All is well that ends well. Firefighters managed to save the life of a living creature, and Lulu's owner turned out to be a nice person. In such a difficult situation, she was ready to go to any expense in order to help her beloved pet. That is all, friends. Share this story with your friends and family, and also write your opinion in the comments. See you later!